Hey everybody, this is Christopher Small with CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning, we do probate, we do it well. Today I want to talk to you about two, sad stories, two reasons that you should be doing estate planning that are sad. And before we get to that though, I want to remind you, if what I'm about to tell you hits home and you want to talk some more, if you just know that you need some estate planning help, if you have questions or anything, please go to estatemeeting.com. You can set up a time to talk with me over the phone or in person for free. estatemeeting.com. Okay, so like I said, these are sad. Both of these stories I'm going to tell you are sad for different reasons, and they both sort of reiterate, they both demonstrate the need for estate planning. I had a friend call me this weekend. He reached out because one of his friends had passed away, and that's fine and dandy. And in fact, he told me that he had referred this guy to me like a year ago, and he asked me had I done any work for him. I said no, I hadn't. He hadn't reached out to me. He hadn't done anything. And I said no, I never even heard of the guy. He never reached out to me. And he said that's too bad. This guy was single, and he had significant assets, no family, and so that sounds like great. Okay, so all this stuff is going to go to the state, right? It's not going to go to anyone. So he missed out on an opportunity to give to charity. He missed out on an opportunity to give some new opportunities to his friends and anybody else that he cared about. He missed out on all those opportunities. But there's a bigger problem that's here behind all this. It's not a problem. That's a sort of even more of a tragic kind of a thing, sad thing, is that because he had no estate plan, he has no family, there's no way to get him funeral services without opening a probate. So the state or the city or whoever, they're not going to release his remains to anyone that's not a family member, anyone that doesn't have the authority to do that. And so right now he's just sitting at a county building, and nobody wants that to happen. Nobody wants to do that, and it could have been avoided quite simply by just creating a very simple estate plan. These things are not expensive. They're not even very time consuming if you know what you want to do, but the effects can be huge. And to think about it like this too, it's not just, he's just not the only one that's affected. His friend that's calling me is affected. He was torn up, I could tell. I'm sure this guy has many other friends that are feeling the same way. They're sort of heartbroken over this. The guy died unexpectedly, suddenly. And, now all of his hard work, everything that he's done for his life is just going to go away. He owns a house. It's going to sit there until the state forecloses on it for not having its property taxes paid. It's going to fall into disrepair. People are going to probably be what's the word looking for when you're homeless and you live there. Doggone it. It's on the tip of my tongue. But it's going to come to me too later. But anyway, the point of that story is simply like, look, these things are important. They have consequences, both short-term and long-term. They have consequences for you personally, for your family, for your friends, and consequences that spread out there to the world. This guy had significant assets. He could have given them to help people that he is interested in, people that he likes, charities, right? So that's the first one. Second one, super sad. And even hits closer to home. So I had another client call me today and tell me, and this is a client that had just completed their estate plan within the last month or two, very recent, and called me to tell me that their spouse had died quite tragically, quite quickly. They had just retired. They were looking forward to traveling, to just enjoying life, to doing the things, and it's all gone in an instant. It's an accident, something that you could not have expected at all, totally unexpected. I'm not going to reveal any details, so I don't reveal any client information, but it was one of those things. I can equate it to when if you're a Seattle person, there was a crane that fell downtown Seattle, and it fell on top of a car and killed someone. It's one of those sort of accidents that you just don't see coming. You would never expect this, and it happened. And this person is gone, and there's a tremendous amount of grief and sadness there and loss. But on the other side, for the spouse that called, there is some solace. There is some sort of it makes the process easier knowing that everything is set up, that there can be time just spent remembering this person and loving them, and grieving over them and being sad for them without having to worry about, paperwork and all these other different things. So, so to summarize, just sort of 2 reasons that you should be doing estate planning. These are the reasons that I'm in this business. This stuff is real for me. I have kids. It's super important for me to make sure that my family's taken care of, that my kids have every opportunity to succeed, that I'm taken care of if anything happens to me. It's something that we just don't think about that often. We say we don't want to think about dying, we don't want to think about death, but the fact is, it happens. It's coming for all of us. We just don't know when. That's also what makes it weird, So just wanted to share those stories. I know it's kind of a bummer if you're watching this anywhere. It's not going to be fun to listen to, but hopefully if you have taken action, you can take solace in knowing that someday that plan that you've created is going to actually make a difference in your life and probably in the lives of your family. And if you haven't, spring you to action. I don't care if you hire me. I really don't. Hire anybody you want. I'm good. But there are other good people out there. But just do it. Whatever. If you've been putting it off, if you've been making up excuses, stop the excuses. Get it done. It's easy. It's simple. It shouldn't take that long. And the upside is tremendous, and the downside is tragic. So that's it. Once again, I'm Christopher Small. I'm the owner of CMS Law Firm. We do estate planning. We do probate. We do it well. If you want to talk to me, you can go to estatemeeting.com. You can set up a time to talk with me over the phone or in person for free. estatemeeting.com. Have a great night, everybody. Kiss your loved ones. Be nice to them. You never know when tragedy is going to strike. And I'll probably be here again to talk to you tomorrow. And I'm going to come up with something a little bit more uplifting, something more that'll make you smile, hopefully. All right, that's it. Have a great day. See you.